1. Welcome to my world. Oh, hi the new! It's me, Lawrence Chaney, winner of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. If you've picked up this book, you probably know me as the purple-clad goddess who's been captivating audiences across the nation. Or maybe you've just heard people screaming, Lawrence Chaney, at their TV screens in a shite Scottish accent. Either way, you're here now, and with my Drag Race journey coming to an end and Hollywood on the horizon, I wanted you all to get to know me a wee bit better. You've seen me walk runways and slay a challenge or three, but now it's time to open the lid on the drag world and how I found my way to international stardom. People are always asking for advice on how to get started and how to further themselves, so I thought I'd compile a complete guide to doing so. This book is part autobiographical, part self-help book, and it's going to cover it all, from how to paint your face to how to deal with those shady queens. And I don't just mean their 5 o'clock shadow. It's for my fans, but also for anyone wanting to follow in my footsteps. Not just we Scottish queens, but anyone from a small town who aspires bigger than the sheep that they see out of their back window. It'll also be packed to the brim with tales from my early days. I have had many ups and downs throughout my career, and I wanted to be frank with you all. This thing didn't happen overnight. There were a lot of obstacles to overcome. I've taken this opportunity to share many of my mishaps so you don't have to make the same mistakes. And there are some corkers, believe me. Going from being the little Helensburgh Wayne who started drag with nothing but a set of feather lashes and a dream to becoming the UK's next Drag Race superstar is no easy feat. Drag Race has changed my life forever, and so have the queens that I've shared the stage with. So I want to tell my story. For me, drag is a very broad term because a lot of things fit under the umbrella of drag. A lot of our community could still be considered underground, but you'll see drag pop up constantly, even in places you might not expect. However, don't worry. Even though I want to talk about the good and the bad, this book won't be full of sob stories and crying. I did enough of that on Drag Race. Here you'll find valuable life lessons and tricks of the trade that I've learned through doing, or in some cases, not doing. The goal for a lot of queens out there is to be thrust into RuPaul's bosom and be shown off to the world. I'd be fine with just RuPaul's bosom. For all you Drag Race superfans, I can't wait to give you the insider scoop on what really goes on in that workroom. Behind the catfights and spotlights, there is a lot of love and positivity, something we could all do with a good dose of. There'll also be plenty of laughs, mostly at my expense, and a sprinkling of shade in there for good measure. You'll get the full experience with me, babes, or at least that's what it says on my Grindr profile anyway. Of course, there's more to drag than wigs and makeup, though don't worry, I've got you covered there. I get into the nitty-gritty of my mental health too. I know what you are thinking. We've seen enough of that on the TV. Well, that was just the tip of the iceberg, Ken. I'll also be telling you all about what it's like to go dating as a drag queen, which, by the way, is a lot more depressing than you'd think. And I know half of you already think it's pretty depressing. I've opened my heart and legs up to give you a look at my tragic dating experiences and flop relationships. Pun intended. I might not have cracked the code for true and undying love, but I can show you how to not smudge your lipstick when eating a Big Mac.